Did I actually do the sugar diet challenge without even knowing it? Well, not exactly, because when I did this vegetarian challenge sometime back, for about 20 days, you could have considered me a fruitarian, because that's pretty much all I ate. And believe it or not, some really interesting things happened. With that, let's get started.
For the disclaimer, y'all know I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not any of that. I'm just someone who since 2018 has lost over 85 pounds and have kept it off. You're probably wondering, why would I go vegetarian? With that, I'll ask you a question. What if you went vegetarian? I want everyone to remember back when you first started the ketogenic diet. You probably felt really bad at first because you were coming off all of the processed foods. And once that phase was over, you thought you were on cloud 9, or at least most of us did. Now imagine if you had decided to take the vegetarian route. What then? You went through that same process, getting away from processed foods, your body's starting to heal, you're feeling better, whether it was keto, carnivore, vegetarian, paleo, and so on and so forth. Do you not think that you would be excited about that lifestyle as you are the one you chose? That, in a nutshell, is why I did this. Plus, it's nice to be able to say to someone who might jump down in my comment section and is a vegetarian, hey, I've tried it. Now, I will say there were a lot of surprises. I did not think it would go the way it did. First off, when I weighed in at 187.2 pounds. And I did take some steps to try to keep those who would say, you didn't do this or you didn't do that, under control. And one of those steps was 5 days prior to starting this, I decided I was going to go a full-blown American diet. That way I got my body all screwed up, kind of the way it used to be. Now, after 5 days of eating whatever I wanted, I had went up to 192.6, which isn't too far off of the 3 or 4 pounds I gained back during the cheat day. So to put that in perspective, I went from 187 basically to 192. Now, something really surprising happened. For the next 20 days, I stayed on a vegetarian diet, and I did eat a lot of fruit, and something really strange happened. Day 2 of the first 20 days, when I got on the scale, you know what my weight was? 189.3.
Wait, did you catch that? I lost almost 3 pounds just going to all fruit.
That surprised me. It was almost as if when I do a cheat day and go out of ketosis and then come back into ketosis. Now you may be wondering, well, what happened for the remainder of those 20 days? Well, let me tell you, from someone who weighs in every single day and have pretty much since I started keto, for the entire 20 days it stayed. That was eating tons of carbs. I mean tons of fruit carbs. I maintained my weight. That was surprising. But it didn't come without issues, and I'll go over those in a bit. Now, for the next stage, what I did for the next 10 days, I went relaxed vegetarian. That was a bit different because I was able to eat things like, hey, Hostess cupcakes. They're vegetarian. Potato chips, Fritos, Doritos, things like that. After that 10 days, when I got on the scale, I was 194.5. That is pretty close to the top weight I said I would never go over, which is 200. But anyway, it was over. So now for the results and then the cons. Now I'll give you the 4 days after. The full day after going back on keto, I got on a scale and was at 192.4. So I dropped almost 2 pounds immediately. The next day, I was at 191.1. And the following day, I was pretty much 190. Now, as far as the cons go, let's just say there were 2 occasions when I thought I might be going to the urgent care. And here's why. Have you ever read the sugar-free gummy bear reviews? Well, it was exactly that. My stomach was destroyed. Not only was it destroyed, I had to deal with that while working my job. That was definitely the biggest con. I would say the only real con. The rest of it was actually a pretty cool experiment. Guys, thanks so much for joining me, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.